Hey everyone, welcome to Rethink Health. My name is Daniel, and today on this video, I'm going to talk about the top 3 things that you can do to have better digestion. Coming up next on Rethink Health. Hey everyone, welcome to Rethink Health again. My name is Daniel, and on this channel, I teach and promote how you can live and what you can eat that leads to a healthy lifestyle for the whole family today. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit that thumbs up button. So today I want to teach and promote how to have better digestion. That is through 3 main things that I want to cover today. And I want to hear from you too. Do you have any tips that you find help you a lot with having a good digestion, keeping regular good bowel movements? It's all good stuff. So just a few facts about the gut. And if you are a fan of Rethink Health, if you followed me for a while, you know that I always preach about gut health. It is so important. Just in Canada alone, there are over 20 million people who struggle every year with bowel issues. And they're getting more severe. The conditions are lasting longer and happening more frequently. And by the gut, I mean anything to do with your digestion, from your stomach, through your intestines, your colon, the lining of your gut, the gut microbiome, whatever it is. All these things that kind of refer to the gut. All summed up, it's all how your body digests food and how it absorbs the nutrients from your food and then eliminates what it doesn't need. So this is probably one of the most important processes in the body. Your gut is also where most of your immune system lie. And a lot of, there's different percentages out there, but around 75% of your immune system is in your gut. So it's pretty much where your immune system is, in the gut. So if your gut isn't in shape, if it isn't doing good, if it's not healthy, you're going to have some warning signs. And a lot of these signs today, we have just adapted as normal. But they're not normal. They're your gut telling you that something is wrong. We have things like constipation, diarrhea, pain, bloating, gas problems. Like, these are kind of early on warning signs that can lead to more severe things. We have things that I believe stem from what happens in your gut, like obesity, immune problems, IBS, Crohn's, diverticulitis, celiac problems, and gluten issues, and chronic fatigue, and other inflammatory and chronic conditions. So a great way to tell if your inside is healthy, if your gut, if your stomach, your digestion, a great way to tell if it's healthy is having good, easy, consistent bowel movements. In another video, I'll get into what that looks like. If we want to get into that, I don't know, but I think it is pretty important to really get to know your bowels and know when they're working good and when they're not, and what you need to do. So let's get right into it. The top 3 things that you can do to improve the health of your gut, to really help get that consistent, easy bowel movement. Tip number 1, cutting back on eating sugar. Sugar is a gut killer, and organ and cell and everything towards the body. I'm talking about refined processed sugar. So especially sugar that's in processed foods like fast food, like candy, milk chocolate especially, chips, pop, fruit drinks, chocolate milk. It was surprising for me because I used to love chocolate milk, and I don't as much now, but I never realized how much sugar is actually in it. Added sugar, that is, and iced teas and energy drinks. So when buying food, especially drinks, the best thing you can do is to look at the label. I find this really helpful to be familiar with how to read a label and the different names of sugar. Because you might say, well, it doesn't have sugar on it, but it could be in a modified form. So some names to look out for are sucrose, high fructose corn syrup, which is sometimes found in the abbreviation HFCS. Dehydrated cane juice, fructose, glucose, dextrose, raw sugar, corn syrup, and other syrups. Think of this: the recommended daily amount of added sugars is up to, in the American Heart Association, they say around 39 grams. And then other guidelines I found are allowing up to 50 grams a day per person, adult. I think that the largest there, 50 grams, is maybe for a male. Anyway, so you have that, like 40 to 50 grams of added sugar a day is what is acceptable. I don't know if you could say healthy, but acceptable. So And this is added sugar. This is not the natural sugars that we find in fruit and vegetables. So the less added sugar you eat, the healthier you're going to be, the stronger your gut is going to be, the stronger your immune system is going to be. The majority of us today, we eat higher than 77 grams of sugar, of added sugar a day. Like, that's a lot compared to what we're supposed to be eating or what's even considered healthy. And it's going to have very harmful effects on our cells and our organs. So take this into perspective, okay? One time I went into Costco this summer because we wanted some dried raisins, some craisins they're called. You probably know what they are, to add to our salad. And never looked at the labels before, but now I always just go right to the label, anything, even if it says organic or whatever. Even if it's just like nuts and you're like, well, the only ingredient that should be in this is nuts, but let's see, because there's probably something else. So anyways, for craisins, so it had 39 grams of sugar added in it. And it had 39 grams of sugar per half a cup. So that's like a handful, which I would put a handful in the salad. That's pretty much your daily limit right there. I'm like, yeah, we're going to choose a different option now. The first point is to cut out on the processed refined sugar in your diet. And number 2 is gradually add in foods and supplements with probiotics and fiber. And probiotics and fiber are the 2 most fundamental things that you need to have a healthy gut and that the gut needs to function properly every day. So probiotics are good bacteria. Your gut is made of good bacteria. Millions and trillions of good bacteria cells in the gut. Your gut has more bacteria cells in it than the rest of your body alone. So the inside of your bowels absolutely need probiotics to function properly and to guard this delicate balance of bacteria that is needed to clean and protect and maintain great health. So there's this balance of bacteria, and I won't get too much into this. I just want to go briefly on fiber and probiotics. But there's that balance, and I think they say like 85% good to 15% bad bacteria in your gut, to have that balance where things can work seamlessly, right? Examples of probiotics can be yogurt, kefir, kombucha, and other fermented foods like sauerkraut, pickles, some cheeses. My favorite is kombucha. I find that helps my gut the best. And then fiber. So we talked about probiotics, good bacteria for your gut. Now onto fiber. It's also a very important part of this mix, and fiber does so much with just like kind of scraping along the walls of your gut, the epithelial tissue in your lining of your gut to clean it out and to bulk up your stool, and kind of creates that wave, that peristaltic wave, to create the bowel movement. It helps to digest your food properly. So fiber is a key factor in digestion, along with probiotic. So before we get to the last point, if you're liking this video, if you're getting value out of it, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you are not subscribed for more videos in the future. And also please check out the 5-day family smoothie challenge if you haven't yet. This is going to take you through the 5 essentials to having and maintaining great health. And also you obviously get 5 tasty smoothie recipes that we use and we love. Before I go to the last point, I got a question for you. That is there something you do that seems to keep your bowels working great? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you and see what you do so I can learn some things too. So number 3, the last point in this video, gradually add in your diet more whole foods, more fruits and vegetables. Yes, this is obvious, but no one does. We never do this enough. We never eat enough. And so our body is made to eat whole foods. Fruits and vegetables have a lot of vitamins and minerals and enzymes, like digestive enzymes, that the body needs to absorb and keep things clean. And when we have the nutrients from fruits and vegetables, that our gut absorbs that and gives it to the body to use for energy and to keep our cells healthy and to keep us going. So if we don't have this, we can notice that maybe our bowels are kind of off. They're not consistent, or we're like got a little bit of constipation or diarrhea going on. I noticed that too. I can have a lot of fiber. I can have my probiotics, but if I'm not getting enough fruits and vegetables, it's still not as good as it can be. So it just makes sense. When you get the nutrients it needs, when there's no deficiencies because you have the vitamins and minerals, the enzymes that you need, your body is going to work well. If you don't have these things, your body's not going to work well. There's going to be a deficiency, and there's probably going to be a toxicity as well. So nutrients and whole foods, they nourish the gut and help heal the lining as well. These three, you really can't go at one without the other. You need all three. So the first one is cut out on your processed refined sugar. A lot of it to do with fast food and processed foods. And then number 2 is have a lot of fiber and probiotics. And then number 3 is add in some great whole nutritious food like fruits and vegetables. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please check out rethinkhealth.com. It's re-think-health.com for more free resourceful content to help you and your family be healthy. Talk to you soon.